myself what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on out there with those guys. Oh. I guess that's what one would do. Are they leaving? Oh no, it's a fish napping. Sal, go get your fish back.
Did those weirdo stoners take my fish?
Yeah, they did. all right. So we'll check back in with Sal in a minute. The Supreme Court yesterday cleared the way for same-sex marriage in Alabama, making it the 37th state to allow men to marry men and women to marry women. But most counties in Alabama are refusing to obey the court ruling. Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore ordered judges not to issue marriage licenses to gay couples, even though the Supreme Court told them that they had to. You have to hand it to Alabama. They really are the Alabamiest, aren't they? Anyway, this was good news. Now is bad news for gay couples in Alabama, and a huge blow to the bedazzled tuxedo industry there. I think the question for me is, what the hell are gay couples even doing in Alabama? How much gay fun could they be having there? It seems weird that there are states where gay couples still can't get married, but couples who meet on Tinder? Is it? I may have just invented something. Twinder. You send little messages to people and then have sex with them. Anyway, while we're on this subject, the E! Channel has a really interesting documentary special about Lance Bass. It's called Lance Loves Michael, the Lance Bass Wedding. If you didn't see it the first time, it runs again on Friday. They followed Lance Bass and his new husband, Michael Turchin, as they prepared for their wedding. I have to say, this reminds me so much of when I was busy planning my wedding.
It's so masculine. That's what we really want for this wedding.
Right.
You know, although it's, the gay wedding, we want it to, well, you can still be masculine gay. Where guys have dogs in the wedding, it can be a little feminine, so we got to make ssure it's masculine going down that aisle.
How do you feel about something like this for Dingo?
I love it.
Now, see, that's masculine. A little top hat for Dingo. Let's go back to Cousin Sal. Did you get it back?
Hey, Jimmy, I got him back.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. How does he look? Is he in okay shape?
Yeah, I mean, it was a traumatic experience, but I think he's going to hang in there.
All right, well, go out there and try again.
Okay.
And see if you can find somebody who looks more trustworthy. Again, if someone goes along with babysitting Cousin Sal's fish, we will give that person $50 a minute for doing so. So let's go back out there and... Okay, there is Cousin Sal.
Hey, man, can you do me a favor? Will you hold my fish? I have to go get something.
Nice.
You got it? Thanks. I'll be right back. Thanks.
All right, this guy seems more dependable, right? Seems like he's a fish lover also. So let's set the timer, and we'll see how long he'll wait. And let's keep him in the corner of the screen so we can watch a man hold the fish. All right. Okay, very good. All right. So we'll move on, and we'll keep checking back in with him. And if he smashes the fish or anything like that, or if he leaves it, we'll go back in live, okay? Hey, this is alarming. According to a new report, almost 100% of what they call connected cars, these are cars with Bluetooth and the smart things in them, are vulnerable to hackers. The hackers can use Bluetooth or OnStar or other things like that to steal your data and even control your vehicle. In other words, there's never been a better time to own a 2002 Ford Windstar. Toyota, by the way, is testing out a new car that is, I don't know if you've seen this, it is tiny. It's called the Toyota iRoad. It's got 3 wheels. It's like 3 feet. It's just slightly smaller than a person. They call it a fusion of a motorcycle, an electric compact car, a bobsled, and a shopping cart, which I feel safe already. This car looks like it could be totaled by a squirrel. It's unclear when, if ever, the car will be available because they're just testing it right now. But at a certain point, isn't it better just walk? All right, okay, let's go back outside, where a man is holding Cousin Sal's fish, and Sal is coming back out. Okay, all right, here we go.
How you doing? Thanks so much. You know what? I still haven't found that thing I'm looking for, but just hold him. Don't put him down because he gets nauseous. Give me 2 more minutes. I just have to find it. Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, he gets not.
Yeah, don't put him down now. Don't put him down because it's dirty and he gets sick and he vomits. It's bad.
One of those rare vomiting fishes. So. Well, it makes sense. He gets nauseated on solid ground because he's used to being in the ocean with all the waves and everything. All right, so hey, are any of you planning to go see 50 Shades of Grey, the movie? You horny devils. It opens Friday. They're showing it on 75 IMAX screens across the country. So, sorry, kids, SpongeBob had to move to the little theater so Mom and Aunt Sharon can have dirty time together. And this is exciting. Not only is it on IMAX, they're saying for an extra $4 a ticket, the ushers will come by and spank you. Oh, yeah. This is a nutty thing. In Atlanta, there's a barber in Atlanta who's offering a very creative solution for parents of kids who misbehave. It's called the Benjamin Button Special. And what he does is he gives kids like that kid an old man haircut. He said he tried it first on his own son and it worked. That's a 10-year-old boy. He was acting up in school. The boy's mother brought him in and claims the haircut has turned her son's behavior around. How that is possible, I have no idea. Some people are... Is he still holding the fish yet? Some people are calling this emotional abuse, and it might be, as a general rule, if you discipline your child the same way fraternities initiate new pledges, probably not a great parent. But I'm not an expert when it comes to this sort of thing, so we turn instead to someone who is, and this is something that if you are a parent, I think you'd be wise to pay attention.
When you discipline your child in a cruel or unusual way, you run the risk of creating chaos in his life. Hi, I'm Dr. Phil. There are many effective ways to discipline your son, but giving him a great haircut is not one of them. This is not punishment, this is a reward. A classic handsome look, no matter what your age. I love it, and kids love it, right, Tommy?
Thank you for the haircut, Dr. Phil.
Well, you're welcome, Tommy. Look at you. You're as handsome as a beaver in a bow tie.
Always consult a hairstylist before shaving your child's head. Dr. Phil is not certified by the California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology. Mustache void where prohibited. Some assembly required.
Thank you, Dr. Phil. Go back to Cousin Sal. Sal, should we do another test on this guy? It looks like his back is hurting.
Let's do it. Why not?
All right, so one of the guys who works here, Scott, is going to help with this. Scott, see if the guy will sell you the fish, if you can buy it from him, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, get it. Sal, when Scott comes back, hold him down and shave that beard.
That's a
off
good
of
idea.
him. All right, let's go out to Scott now on the boulevard and see, okay, there's our guy. All right, there's Scott.
Sweet fish, dude. What is that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a Peruvian gold.
Yeah, those are awesome. Those are actually tasty. Yeah. I'll give you $30 to eat it.
No, some dude has me holding it for him. So I can't do it.
You serious? $50?
It's somebody else's. You know? Yeah. I got a pet turtle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can get away with it.
Yeah, I know, but they're amphibians. Like, they don't really have like a life or a soul or anything.
No, but you know what I mean? It might hurt his feelings. Like, I love my turtle.
Yeah, that's true. When I bite down, though, it'll hurt his feelings. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, $60? I'll eat it.
No. It's somebody else.
All right, appreciate it.
Take it easy.
Can I like put them in my hand or hold them or anything?
It's somebody else's.
Okay.
You might-
All right.
And this is a nice guy.
You know, get hungry in Hollywood. Thanks.
Yeah, well, you probably could buy a meal in a restaurant for $60, right? Sal, this guy is serious.
What a sweet guy.
We'll give it another 2 minutes and then we'll finish this off, all right?
Got it.
All right. Some major motion picture news today. Spider-Man, at long last, is coming back home to the Marvel movie universe. The movie rights for Spider-Man have been owned by Sony for a number of years, which means he couldn't be in any of the Marvel films. But now Sony is going to team with Disney, which owns Marvel, to co-produce a new Spider-Man movie for 2017. Basically, Sony and Disney now have joint custody of Spider-Man. Sony gets Spider-Man during the week, and then on the weekends and every other Wednesday night, he goes to Marvel. But there have been 5 Spider-Man movies over the last 12 years. They're looking now for a new actor to play Spider-Man, but they haven't announced what the next movie will be about. I'm hoping we finally find out how he got those powers, because that hasn't been covered yet, right? All right, let's go back out to Cousin Sal, because this is distracting me. What is it? Okay. What the hell is that?
It's a fish costume.
Oh, all right. I didn't notice there was a Ken doll in your fish bowl.
Well, this is a new thing.
Oh, all right. All right, so I don't know why you're dressed like a fish, but go out there.
Let's do it.
And it's time to pay the man. You have the money?
I have all the money. I have everything here. Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, go out there and pay the guy. Well, if this doesn't scare him, I don't know what will. Maybe Sal will take pictures with tourists while he's out there dressed as a goldfish. All right, it's time to pay the nice man for watching our fish here. And
Sir!
Oh.
Sir, thank you. Thank you for holding my fish. I appreciate it. You did it. You did it. Here, hold straight for a second. You take this, and you watch them for a total of 10 minutes. We were timing you. You're on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Part of our Good Deeds program. I'm going to give you $50 a minute for holding them. You get $500, all right? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to you keep this nonsense. I'm going to throw in an extra 100 for not eating them. All right? You did it. All right? Yeah, of course. Do whatever you want with that. And look to Jimmy Kimmel right there.
Thank you so much, Jimmy
You're
Kimmel.
welcome.
Hey, I was in the Marines too, and it seems like the whole road is evil, but not Jimmy Kimmel.
There you go. You're right. I think you're right.
Nicest thing anyone's ever said about it. Hey, don't let him leave. Bring him in the studio, okay? All right. We have a good show tonight. We have music from Annie Lennox, Jeff Van Gundy, and Mark Jackson are here, and we'll be right back with Anna Faris and the guy, hopefully, with the fish. When we return, we'll be right back. Basketball, Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson are here, and then later, one of the highlights of the Grammy Awards on Sunday. Her album is called Nostalgia. Annie Lennox from the AT&T. Tomorrow night, David Spade will be here with us, and Thursday, Oscar nominee Keira Knightley from Scandal, Tony Goldwyn, and music from Incubus. With look at this, we have a visitor. What is your name?
Cedric.
Cedric, nice to meet you. Thank you for holding the fish. You did a nice job. Were you about to leave at the end of it? Were you headed out, or?
I had to throw something away, trash in my pocket.
Oh, okay, all right, that's good. Did you say you were a Marine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This worked out beautifully. Was that the strangest request you've ever received on a public street?
It's up there.
Well, thank you, Cedric. And thank you, Cousin Sal, you look great. I think you should wear that all the time. Thank you very much. That's Cedric, everybody. And we made new friends here tonight. You know, our first guest from 4 scary movies, 2 Cloudies with a Chance of Meatballs, 1 Lost in Translation. Her TV show is called Mom. You can watch it Thursday nights on CBS. Please welcome Anna Faris. Fantastic. I love the outfit, I have to say.
Well, it's a power suit, they say.
Is it a power suit?
Yes, I'm very powerful in this position.
I wanted to mention that you and your husband, Chris Pratt, were at the Super Bowl. I know Chris is a huge Seahawks fan. Are you a big Seahawks fan also?
We both grew up in Seattle.
Yeah, so you have to be.
It was a tough one for us, a little bit.
I would imagine so. You flew out there, you bought tickets.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Did you sit in a Seattle supporter section?
We did. We sat in a NFL. Chris presented the night before the NFL awards. They give awards out to everybody.
Yes. But that's what they say about us.
I know. Although my highlight is my Stoney Award. That's the only one I've gotten. That's another story. But
this is pregame, or I don't know. With the pregame, or were you drowning your sorrows postgame? What's going on here?
No, this is pregame, and this was Chris. Every time I see a football game, I learn a little something new.
Oh, all right.
Just like an angel.
What were you learning here?
Yeah. See, this is defense and there's offense.
Oh, I see. It's the beers against the fruit.
Yeah. Beers.
And the Bears, of course, always win.
Yeah.
Did you take your... How old is your son now?
He's 2.5.
Did he go to the Super Bowl with you?
No.
Oh, he did not.
We wanted to have fun.
Yeah, right. Have you traveled with him? Have you...
I have taken my sweet little boy all over the place, and most notably, the longest trip we've done is London to visit Chris when he was shooting Guardians of the Galaxy. And
oh, that is a long trip.
It is a long trip. Any parent out there knows that traveling on a plane for 11 hours is a long time. So on the way back, he does great. He's a beautiful little boy. We're on the tarmac at Heathrow, and it's quiet, sort of the quiet before the engines roll, and he starts vocalizing. He starts saying stuff like, woo, not screaming, not crying, just being adorable, I thought. But I'm also sweating because, everyone is hating me around me.
Oh, yeah.
Because they know what a flight around me.
Yeah, because they were never babies themselves. They just became full-grown, quiet adults.
Totally. So across the aisle, I hear a shh.
Oh, no.
And I look over, and it's Mickey Rourke. And I was already so nervous before, and knowing that everyone hated me, and then to have sort of Mickey Rourke confirm that. Didn't feel
You got shushed by Mickey?
I got shushed by Mickey Rourke.
Oh, was he kidding, or was it like one of those like,
I don't think so. No,
no.
It was, and then he started grumbling like, you better shut that baby up.
Oh, no.
And I can say this now, after some time has passed. I can talk about it.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if Mickey and I will ever work together. I don't know if he's in the mood to hire me for a particular project, but...
Wow.
Yeah, so I came back home, and he, my son fell asleep, Mickey fell asleep.
Oh, good. Did you have to change either of them during the flight?
So the rest of the flight was okay. I was still sweating, but I came home and I told a writer of Mom that I said, you know, Mickey Rourke shushed my baby, and she said the same thing happened to me at a restaurant.
What?
Apparently, Mickey Rourke has a thing. He likes to shush babies.
And you know what? I just thought of something about it. He carries these yapping little chihuahuas around everywhere he goes. How dare he shush a baby? A human baby.
I'm gonna shush that chihuahua next time I see it.
Well, that would be good. We should have you on the show together to really sort this out.
Yeah,
And Guillermo's standing by with a tranquilizer gun, just in case things get out of hand.
Please.
Wow.
Yes, I'm terrified to confess this to, but thankfully it's just you and I, right?
Yes, this will not go any farther. I don't think Mickey's watching the show.
I love our dinner party.
Anna Faris is here. Her show is called Mom. We'll be right back.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by KFC Popcorn Nuggets. Try them in a $5 fill-up box, and it tastes what you've been missing.
Jeff Van Gunny and Anna Faris is here with us. This is your second season of Mom. That's great. I mean, the shows they come and go so quickly, and to get on a second season is a notable achievement. It really is.
Oh my God, it's the best job I've ever had. I'm so grateful. I love what we're doing. I love the stories we're telling. I love working with Allison.
She's great.
I'm feeling really, really fortunate.
Your character is a recovering alcoholic. Was this written for you? Was this? Yes. It's vodka, but yeah. Yes, and with a pregnant daughter. That's
I know. We tackle a lot of issues, and I haven't told too many people, but since we're in such an intimate environment now.
Just before Mickey kills us, yes. Tell us everything on your mind.
I did. So I met Chuck Lorre.
He's the creator of the show.
He's the creator of the show, and you know, enormously successful and brilliant. And I met him at a dinner party about a year before the job sort of came to me in an odd way. But I was a little tipsy at said dinner party, and so when he offered me this job, being a recovered alcoholic, I felt like, what are you trying to say, Jeff? But the script showed up at my door in an odd way. There wasn't any cover letter. Sort of normally, you know, like you get a call saying, well, somebody's interested in you for this part, read the script, go in and audition, blah, blah, blah. This was all sort of, he had the script dropped off at my doorstep, and I was reading at the time a script, an indie movie where I was like to be prostitute number 4.
Excellent, great.
You know, that's what happens after you give birth to a child. You get prostitute number 4. It's the way of life, guys. You know. You just have to embrace it. So my husband started reading the script of Mom, and he said, I don't know what you're doing. Put it down, because you are this character. And
you are this recovering alcoholic.
I try to not examine that too closely.
Yeah, right.
I haven't.
You have beers battling fruit. There's all sorts of weird things going on.
You're a mess. Yeah.
And it all worked out. Well, that's unbelievable.
I know, so I'm just feeling really, really fortunate that people are enjoying it, because I'm just loving doing it.
Do you have a plan for Valentine's Day?
Yes.
What is it?
So my husband said, I don't want to let you down, honey, but I haven't planned anything. And I said, baby, I just want your stomach. So I am going to try to cook him a nice meal that he'll eat, because he's on these crazy diets now. And
right. He's all physically fit now.
I just want to feed him. I want to stuff his stomach full of fattening food like I used to.
That sounds nice. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, come over.
It's very good to see you. There won't be any food left for him if I come over. Anna Faris, her show is called Mom. It's Thursday nights at 8:30 on CBS. We'll be right back.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Are on the way, but first, you know, they say television rots the brain, but I don't agree with that at all. I think there is much we can learn from TV and from the people who are on it. Tonight, we studied the teachings of the longtime host of the 700 Club, whose thoughts have been filing away for months now, to bring you this, the collected wisdom of Pat Robertson.
Satanic rituals, it seems like a
Fun exercise. Save your Confederate dollars. The South will rise again. I've got an uncontrollable urge to watch pornography. Let's have a party. Let's get drunk. I've got an uncontrollable urge to smoke dope. We want that man that we can have sex with him. I was cheating on my husband. Well, why not blow up something? It's kind of a hoot. ISIS! Let's tear stuff down. You gotta be careful. I mean, the towels can have AIDS. I ate pork chops. Oh, big deal. How come Mars is getting hotter? They don't have any SUVs in Mars. Are you stupid?
And we'll be right back with Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson. As assistant coach and point guard for the Knicks back when New York had a professional basketball team. They are together again in the broadcast booth for ESPN and ABC. Please welcome Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. Well, first of all, it's great to have you guys here. You've been to get 25 years is a long time to be well, I guess you weren't a team when you started. You were on the same team. You being assistant coach, you being player. You were a rookie when you guys met?
I believe it was my second year.
Second year?
After he was Rookie of the Year.
I see. Oh,
Then
all
he
right.
became a prima donna.
How quickly did that transformation happen? Was it during the rookie season, or did it happen over the course of the off season?
The prima donna?
Yes, the prima donna.
It didn't happen.
It never happened.
No. He was just a scrummy, just hang around the gym, nerdy, workaholic. I mean, that's what I remembered, and here we are now, all these years.
What do you remember, Jeff, about Mark? What was your first impression of him?
Well, he was an instigator.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, so back then we had a small forward named Johnny Newman.
Okay.
Yeah, and he came in with a new car one day. And so Mark says to a couple guys, and I overheard him, said, I'm going to convince this other guy we had named Gerald Wilkins to buy a new car. So he starts saying, Jay, man, that car is nice. You got a nice car. Kept going all day, all through practice. Next day, Gerald Wilkins, new car.
Wow. It's a Jedi mind trick you had there.
Working on being a leader, that's all.
Leader. Are you a car guy? Did you have a fancy car yourself?
You know what's funny? My first year, the first big purchase I made, I bought a 735 BMW gold rims. The unbelievable thing is, I'm probably the first Rookie of the Year in history of sports that lived in the same house that I was as a senior in college. So I'd play in Madison Square Garden, have a great game, go back home in the bedroom with my three brothers sharing the bedroom with my...
Really?
Unbelievable. And my BMW sitting outside of my house. The only BMW on the block, you know. Unbelievable.
That must have been quite a surprise when you brought ladies home, I guess, huh? These are my brothers. This is my...
I didn't bring ladies.
I guess you wouldn't. Did you drive I don't imagine you driving a big flashy car. Am I correct on that?
No, I drove for most of the time I drove a Honda Civic, but now I'm up to a Toyota Camry.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
The guy was coaching the New York Knicks with a Honda Civic. Come on.
When you were head coach, you
Yeah.
had the Honda Civic. Really?
Yeah. It died a tragic death.
How did the Honda Civic die?
Well, we were coming home from a playoff game against Miami. Fifth game, we lose. So now we're chartering home late at night, and when you land at this small airport we flew into, the cars were on the tarmac, and mine was always first, so I was usually first up. But we had pilots that weren't used to parking that way, so instead of just coming in and parking, they did the circle around to get to the park. So I saw my car there, and then as they circled and they parked, and I got off, my car's not there. And I said to our video coordinator who's giving me stuff, I said, today's not the day to mess with me. We're down 3-2 now. Where's my car? And he goes, over there. It was like 50 yards away, because when he pulled around, the exhaust of the jet sent my car straight up, totaled my car and 3 other cars. I would say it was the power of prayer.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here.
There's something I always wanted to ask you about. There's a great photograph here, and this is a fight, I think, between Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning, and somehow you wound up attached to Alonzo Mourning's blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at my best look.
I think we have video of that, too. Maybe you can talk us through this, because this is a real heavyweight fight here. I mean, these guys are swinging and missing, but...
All right, so, you know, it looks bad, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, I now understood, I understood right after that why people in court cases plead temporary insanity. Because I have no recollection of what happened, other than once the fight broke up, I acted tough, like I wanted a piece of Mourning, because I knew Oakley and Larry Johnson were going to step in front of me and not let it happen, because man, when you do that, you lost all street credibility right there.
But, Mark, when you're a
You
player,
think?
Yeah.
as a player and your coach does something like that, which we rarely see coaches do, do you
Thank
have
goodness.
more respect for him for getting in there and getting in the middle of that scrum?
You do have more respect for him, even though his hand skills wasn't up to par. You have more respect for him because at the end of the day, you get coaches preaching, we're in this together, it's about us. And to see him actually get in the thick of it and willing to sacrifice his street cred, I mean, it was unbelievable. We bought in.
Let's look at that one more time because we added the audio here. I think the audio, yeah, go ahead and... I think it's better there. So you guys were with the Knicks together, and then, Mark, you go to the Indiana Pacers, and you come back, and Jeff is there, and now you're no longer the hometown guy, you're the enemy. What does that feel like?
Unbelievable feeling because now, playing with them, you're trash talking in practice, you know each other. It's like, if I ever see you down the road, I'm going to give you the business, I'm better than you. To now go and play for another team and to experience playing against them after witnessing the Knicks beat the Pacers, it was a lot of fun. And it was thrilling for me to make a play and see him on the sideline like a...
He was a clown back then, like when he used to have a good play. It's a grown man. He's flying a plane like this, coming down the court. It was a joke. And I liked him so much, but in those 48 minutes, man, I couldn't detest anybody greater than him.
Really?
Oh.
Even Reggie Miller.
Well, he's got a special category.
I saw you guys the other night, I think it was the Clippers game you were working, and you started talking, it was like, I don't know, there was a 30-point differential in the game, and you guys started talking about coming on the show. Is that a fun part of the game for you, where you just start kind of filling time and yammering?
Well, I tell you what, for us, it doesn't matter whether it's a blowout or not. We just freestyle.
You do it anyway.
We just have fun, which is the beautiful part. If you watched us or listened to us do a game, or you went to dinner with us, or you sat in the audience and watched us at the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, it'd be the same guys. So we just try to have fun and just grab different topics at any point.
Do you ever have this thing, I had this with people that were my bosses in the past, even if it was like 25 years ago, where you pay special attention and really listen to Jeff because he at one time was your coach?
No, in all honesty...
That's a no.
Yes, I do. No, the guy, I love the guy. We get back to, you talk about us playing him in the playoffs. Well, he's the coach of the Knicks. I'm a player on the opposing team. My father happened to die during that period. We're having a funeral. After one of the games, he invites me to come on the plane to come back to be at my father's funeral. So I get emotional at that. But coaches don't do that. This guy's, he's my guy for life.
Well, that's a very sweet story. You guys I like that. You guys are real pals. Do you shower together after the game?
No.
All right, I want to know how far it goes. All right. Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, watch the Rockets against the Clippers. Tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern on ESPN. Thanks, fellas. We'll be right back on Annie Lennox.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world. The Jimmy Kimmel Live Concert Series is presented by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Jackson. Apologies to Matt Damon. We did run out of time for him tonight. He will be rescheduled. Nightline is next, but first, this is her album. It's called Nostalgia. Here with the song Georgia on My Mind, Annie Lennox.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, it's just an old sweet song, keeps Georgia on my mind. Oh, I say, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Oh yeah. Other arms reach out.